Good morning, Bo and RadishPriceGuide.com. Can't start the day without either. Let's Bo.
Let's Bo. Good morning, Bo. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Seth.
Good
Slappy,
morning.
you're here on camera too today. Wonderful. Welcome. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Excellent.
Yeah,
See you
good.
guys.
Seth, you're back. Where have
Great
you
to
been?
be back. Yes, I've been in Vermont doing Vermont things. Missed you
Chopping
all.
wood and
Chopping wood, wearing flannel, all that,
Hiking.
whatever. Hiking.
Yeah.
Hey, Tex, I don't think we've ever seen that tat before. First of all, show us the gun show, and then what's that tat you got there, Seth?
What?
No gun show. I don't know. I'm all tatted up. I don't know,
Look at that.
It's
Very-
like,
No, but what
yeah.
is that? What is it? What is it?
this? So
Yeah.
this is
Come on, take the whole
Doesn't know
shirt
what it
off.
is.
I'm not taking this. When I was,
He was in Thailand.
no, so I years ago I was in Korea, spent time in Korea, and they
Close. I was close.
and they had a lot of businesses or homes would have these symbols like hanging in the doorway, and I liked this one, and she said it meant something that, oh my god,
I'm
Oh my God,
turned
this-
out
This story gets so much better.
It's like
it
this-
meant something.
In the morning.
It was the-
tattoos,
Donald,
baby.
Totally.
would you
It
like
was-
fries with that?
I think it was supposed to be the Confucian symbol for trust, and it's not that.
You were very trusting.
I was.
Oh my God. So Seth basically has a Korean gang tat on his arm.
Yeah,
and if
right,
he ever
yeah.
goes in prison, the Korean gangs are going to look
Yeah,
after him because
it's
he's a
over.
member.
That's right.
He's wanted by Interpol.
Hope you're on the right gang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that took a weird twist. But, let's get back to
Best intro ever right there.
topic at hand. Yeah. We have the National coming up. As you know, everybody's very excited for the National. We're less than a week away. Can't wait. And Arena of Seven has started their journey to the National. And I believe we have a little footage of that. Snappy, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Good morning, Bo. I hope you guys are having a great morning. It is Friday, and we are just a few days away from Nationals. The National BoBA Tournament. Bo Jackson Battle Arena is going to come to you hard and live. This is Herg with Arena of Seven, and we are about to get in this car to start our trek up to Chicago. We're hoping we get to see you guys. This is an opportunity to play the best, to be the best, to win and have fun. So if you don't like the best community out there, if you don't like having fun, you don't like winning awesome prizes, don't come to Nationals. But if you do, we're going to see you there. All right? So let's Bo.
Let's bow. Let's bow. Let's bow. Let's bow. Let's bow. Let's bow. Let's bow.
Let's Bo.
That's incredible.
Nice.
I don't
That is
think
a lot
one
of
van
children.
is going to fit. They need another van.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to get them a
Oh my
school bus.
God.
first.
7 girls. Wow.
Oof.
God
That's,
bless you. Yeah.
That's tough.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Wow. That's amazing.
Now where are they at now? Where are they starting from?
Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Okay. And do
I
they have
mean,
any
let's-
stops
let's
on
be
the way,
honest.
I wonder?
Tex is the type of person who always says, like, just fly. So Tex, let me introduce you to a family that has to
Yeah,
take out
well-
a mortgage. Take out a mortgage if
Yeah.
they just want to fly to Chicago together as a family. So driving is the only option when you're paying airfare on that many people.
Yeah, that's 4
Fair,
rows
fair.
of seats right there on a plane. You got your own section.
Really? Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh well, good for them. That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Eric, Seth,
Sir.
what are your plans for the National?
Seth, go ahead.
All right.
Your-
I don't know. I know Eric was back and forth. I'll be there, but I'm going Friday just for
Okay.
work stuff. Flying in Friday early, leaving Monday late. So I'll be there all weekend for all the activities and, whooping someone's butt or losing in Apex Madness. Either one is okay. We're gonna have a great time.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be there Thursday through Sunday. I am playing Apex Blitz on Friday morning, so been hustling, trying to complete my Apex deck at the last minute. Short a few 200s and I think one more 195, but I'm getting close. And Saturday, I'll be doing a break from the BoBA booth while you guys are playing Apex Madness, 3 o'clock. Can't wait for that. And really just looking forward to meeting everybody. I think that's the thing I'm most excited about is you see all these names in the Discord on Whatnot in the community, and it's going to be great to put faces to names, you know, all the people that you've played in the online Discord league as well. So excited for that. Excited to meet the team. Excited to hopefully get my hands on some RPUs. Not quite sure what they have in store for those, but I am going after those big time. Those cards are incredible.
In Tex, he brings up RPU's rookie power-ups. And I will say this, like, I want to ask you guys a question, which is I would take a rookie power-up over a blast any day. There's this little similarity to them because it's kind of like an alt different. And like, I love the blast, they're great, but I would take an RPU over a blast every day. There's just something about the RPU that I love the artwork for. And I'm curious what you guys would do. Yeah.
Yes, RPU over blast for me as well. Yeah.
Really? Any blast or just like your regular blast card?
Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Breaking news. Head artist for BoBA.
Oh. Am I the only one that hasn't seen the preview of the RPU cards that was supposed to be
I haven't seen
on Facebook?
Is there a generator? I've seen the Maverick and I've seen the PB buckets. I would love to see if there's a generator coming, but I want those are the two at the top of my list to get.
Hey, my favorite is Seth goes, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Seth, I don't think that like the Buddhists on the mountains in the top of Vermont over the last 2 weeks have been sharing like RPU images. So not shocked you haven't seen it.
Also true.
For my head Buddhists.
Wait, Frank's making me change my answer potentially. I was gonna go blast all the way. I love the shimmer of the blast cards and like the sapphire looking ishness of it. So, but maybe I'm going to change my mind when I see the new ones. We'll see.
Hey, and just to let folks know, when we talk about the RPU images are going to be even better. I just want to share this, Ramel. This is Ramel's RPU from last year, and let me put it into a bigger image so you guys can see it. So I don't know how Spec says it's going to be better than this. I mean,
yeah, that's incredible. That was gorgeous in a slab too.
Yeah.
So yeah, especially a tag slab.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was your favorite? I want to hear you guys from last year. What was your favorite RPU?
I was partial to Phoenix.
Well,
just
surprise.
Yeah. But the Flava Flavs were amazing. The Billies and CJs were great. I don't know, Eric, did you have a favorite?
Phoenix is incredible, but I don't know how you top this card right here.
Yeah,
the Halo was nice. They all look good to me. Ski is insane, but yeah, this CC card is off the chain.
Do we have a picture? So, Ski was good. Do we have a picture somewhere of Jackson Merrill, aka Merry-Go-Round? Because that one goes hard too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you chat a second, see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, that's so. I don't actually have too many RPUs. I have my man Neighbors, you know, as a Giants fan, but I wasn't there, and I traded for another one. I just don't have that many. What about you guys?
I have none.
You don't have any RPUs? I have
Nope.
I have 6, maybe 5, 6.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and there's 4 sales total. Last sale on that, of course, over at the and it's not too often I get to do this, guys, but as long as we're here, over at the radishpriceguy.com.
Got BoBA cards? Don't guess the price. Look up their value now at radishpriceguy.com.
Yeah, and so you can see there were 4 sales. I think easily, you know, the first sale looks like it was at the all-time high is 500, lowest 257. It's worth every penny of that $500. 180 power. The RPUs, of course, we know the RPUs from last year are going to be eligible to be played in the $100,000 alpha tournament forever. So, and it'll be interesting to see what they do, guys, with the RPUs this year. I haven't heard whether they're going to be allowed in. We have the alpha battle foils, which come out in each set and can be used in the alpha tournament in perpetuity. But I'm not sure with the RPUs. How are they going to distinguish them? Because, of course, these RPUs don't have the bat over Bo's helmet, but they're allowed.
They'll probably have a national 26 designation on them, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they'll differentiate them.
That's a good question. Herg says, who we just showed the video of, Arena of 7, love the caliber RPU. And yeah, that's another really good one. With the rifle, oh my gosh. That's
yeah, where he's like jumping and aiming the rifle at the same time or whatever he's doing.
Yeah, they were insane.
Cool. And we're also forgetting these come in various treatments too. So you could pull a steel or you could pull a hex.
So because as you know, I'm in the middle of moving, I can't pull it out right now, but my RPU that I really wanted and I was able to pick, and Tex, maybe you can talk a little bit. I know you won't remember all the details, but how you get an RPU at National. But my favorite one, and I have several, is a Bombizi mixtape hex. And that is the hex, the mixtape, the Bombizi, with the Mighty Duck, get up is like, it's just, that thing is amazing.
What do we think? That was probably a 1 of 3, maybe 5 at the absolute most.
Probably. That checks a lot of boxes. That's a good looking card.
Yeah. Well, and they're also, didn't they I feel like they were going to destroy the RPUs that they didn't give away at that, right? I don't think they held them. So it's possible. It's possible if the other ones. I think that's what happened.
Is Spec still in here? Spec might know.
I don't think Spec's going to know. Spec does the art. He's not logistics. By the way, speaking of logistics,
you don't know what Spec knows.
Chloe Hergenay. Yeah, he's also smart, and he keeps his mouth shut.
Eat it, Slappy. Eat it.
By the way, Chloe Hergenator says 17-hour drive for the Arena 7. So if you think going to the grocery store with your kids is a long drive, so you saw that group 7 hours, and you know what? They sing Brady Bunch camp songs the entire way there and back.
That's right.
With the ukulele headphones on.
But so go ahead and what did Herg? What did Spec say? And then also, how do we get these RPUs?
He said they destroyed the remaining RPUs.
So it's possible if you had a hex Bombizi mixtape, you might have a 1 of 1 because that might have been the only one. Yeah.
So
very possible.
Is that really technically an RPU though, or is that just a they had the I'm forgetting in the moment what they were called. I thought the RPUs were only the full art ones that were different. And then, for instance, like you're talking about, the Hex mixtape was just like a national alt card.
Yeah, I think you're right. There is a distinction between the RPUs and
I don't want to say
Flavor
just
Flav and the Billies and the Bombizi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe you're right because they also had them in 2 separate
that's right.
cases. Remember?
Yeah. One was sidekicks, and the other one was RPUs.
That's what it was. Yes,
right. That's right.
Yep.
Yep. I guess I'm mixing it in with the other RPUs I got. Yeah, you're right. So Tex, talk to us, Seth. Man, that was great. Seth, you were not there last year, though, right?
So many RPUs, he can't keep everything straight.
No, but I did get one at a break when I was sitting on my butt on my computer when you guys were all there. So I got one. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Well, the way we got them last year, I believe it was based on purchase. If we were pre-purchasing Tecmo,
Griffey.
You're right, Griffey. God, everything blends together. We're pre-purchasing Griffey. You got so many wheel spins, I believe it was, and then you could either spin for the sidekicks or the RPUs, I believe is how it worked, right? You had your choice.
No, I think once you won, you decided, didn't it? I thought at that point you could decide which case you wanted. Whether you wanted to go for the sidekicks or
I thought that's what was on the wheel, though. You were spinning whether you hit an RPU or a sidekick.
Well, obviously, the point was spend all the money you normally spend on. This is what makes the National great. All the money you normally spend on Bo Jackson Battle Arena, if you spend it at National, which you're already spending, there's all sorts of benefits that come with it. including
Yes.
like that's how we got cyber cards last year. Of course, those cyber cards that everybody loves. That's how we spun the wheel and we got these RPUs. So it's it's a huge benefit to going to national. Of course, for the
And
Bo Jackson Battle Arena team. Go ahead, Tex.
well, I was just gonna say, Bo Hubbard asked about the cyber cards. Those are eligible to be used in the tournament, correct?
Yes, yes, and
Yeah, those are
they're going to be
considered alpha, right?
they're alpha. Yep,
Yeah,
everything before Griffey. Frenchie's on record.
right.
By the way, Bo saying I gave away all my spins last year. Oh my gosh,
Amazing
and he's
people.
yes. Each box.
You if you're gonna be there this year, I'll take all your spins this year.
But I think what's important about this and to understand is that the Bo Jackson, like, hey, this is a business, even though, it's a community, but they're trying to generate hype. And it's very hard if you've never been to the National Card Show. For instance, last year, Tom Brady was at the booth next to Bo Jackson Battle Arena. You would think it was Tex Hooper at the booth. Okay, Jets fan. You would think it was Tex Hooper at the booth next to us. Like, it wasn't like everybody stopped and, oh my God, he was there. And of course, Bo Jackson 2 years ago at the BoBA booth before BoBA really came out, I guess 3 years ago or 2 years, whatever. No, 2 years ago, because Boba's not 2 years old yet. But Tex, when Bo came in and played, beat up a couple little kids playing Bo Jackson Battle Arena,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it really like people were walking by and they're like, is that really Bo? Is it like that's what the National Card
I
Show?
know.
So to
Yeah.
stand out is that they want the wheel spin. They want these amazing cards. So like the reason, if you are within driving distance, if you have the money and you can fly, you still need to come to National because the experience, the camaraderie, but also these extra frills of being able to do it. I know that the Bo teams mentioned they're going to try to get it certain perks to breakers to try to get it out to people who can't be there, but you have to. If you can make it, go there. They want the hype, the excitement of people getting excited, buying Bo Jackson Battle Arena, pre-buying for the Mahomes set, and getting these spins on the wheel and whatever else they're going to cook up, along with, of course, the Michael Buffer introduction on Saturday for the tournament. Like, it's all about excitement. It's all about giveaways. They want your excitement to be infectious to the rest of the crowd. So it is. They treat us well in this community. That is the best you're ever going to be treated, is at the National Card Show. So make it if you can.
So what do you think they're going to do this year? Like, what kind of new things do you think?
Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Frenchie. He's always got something up his sleeve. He's always got a surprise.
Well, actually, you want to know what? Explain the Flavor Flav. I did not take advantage of it. You did, Tex, because I didn't realize it was limited. So what did they do with Flavor Flav last year? Are you forgetting, Tex?
They had him there. I mean, Flav showed up. He was at the National. He talked to everybody. He hung out for a little while. I don't.
But don't you remember?
They allowed people
remember,
to get
the first 16 people who bought whatever is like you got your Flavor Flav card and you got a picture taken with them. Remember? Like the man, like this is how insane National is. This is how insane National is. Like, wait, what do you mean you weren't? I thought you were. Oh, Petrarca, I think was. But so Flavor Flav was there. You're getting pictures with him. Like, who knows what? Like Chauncey Billups might do. Like, he's got one phone call. Maybe it's going to be international, and like he's gonna.
He's got some gambling tips for you.
Yeah,
he knows a guy. Well, I think we should move on here. How many days until Mahomes?
5-4. No one's counting except everyone in the Bo Jackson Battle Arena community. Yeah, super stoked. It's like right around the corner, really, when we think about it.
It's fast. It's coming fast. It's going to be here as soon as we get through National. It's going to be right on top of us. It's great.
It will be.
Sorry, Seth. Go ahead.
No, you go. You go first. Then I'll go next.
No, Seth. Why is the Mahomes 54? You tell me. Like what style? Why did I do the image this way this morning?
I mean, studio. I mean,
yeah,
we're gonna have to have a little song, like on the stream Sunday, and for this. I love it.
Yeah, well, it's not
54.
Yeah, I mean, it's not obvious to some of that. Like, if you ask any of Herg's 28 kids, they're probably not going to know why it's like this. So, all right, it's obvious to you. Sorry, Seth. Go ahead.
No, it's totally fine. So now that Mahomes is coming up soon, and we talk about like the breaks we do and the formats, is that going to change how we're doing things or how you all think we're going to see breaks are the process and the format of breaks. Like you need combined sets. What do you got? What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. I mean, is there enough product of those early sets to be able to do that? I mean, I'm sure Griffey you'd be able to do it with. Tecmo. Well, I mean, Griffey's going to get harder and harder to do it with. Tecmo should be pretty plentiful for at least a little while longer. I know you guys are the breakers. You tell me.
Yeah, it's hard with pricing, the Griffey set, the Alpha sets, how much those kind of go onto secondary. And so access to those products is definitely limited. I think you'll see some combined sets in special occasions, like special breaks every now and then, but I definitely don't think it'll be on the regular. We might see some combined Tecmo along with Mahomes for a little bit until Tecmo really dries up and the price goes to where it's not affordable to really put it in a break anymore.
Well, and Seth and Eric, here's a question for you: is that I know there's a collector in South Carolina who said, "Listen, I can go rent a U-Haul truck and a huge, 26-foot box truck. I can drive around to my friends." And I can load up all the Pokemon that they've bought because they're just buying to hold sealed wax for the long term. And when you have that much sealed wax out there, right, it's kind of like the tulip bulbs. Is the market going to crash? Because when they're not buying it because they love it, they're not buying it and just holding on to one. It's just people looking at it as a flip. I think, so every once in a while, people have been around BoBA since the first day say like, oh, the Griffey set, it feels like it's so much more. They've been told us exact print counts, but they'll talk about like, oh, this is, about 10% more. Of course, double megas, I think are up 25%, but without blasters and without jumbos, like the product has to go somewhere. It's a similar print run to Griffey, but the Tecmo is a little bit more. But so I guess the question I have for you is, this is still early. And so I don't think there are people you couldn't go around with a cargo truck and load it up with sealed product. There aren't enough people who squirreled enough away. So does that inherently make these early boxes kind of depression proof? Like, can you see a crash in the early wax prices? Because there's not a warehouse full of isn't there that breaker who's got like warehouse full of product and he just can access anytime? Like, you don't have that for Alpha Update, Griffey, and Tecmo, do you?
There's just not enough of it that was printed, and so much of it gets ripped. I mean, how much Griffey was ripped by breaks, personal rips, etc. I think Tecmo is going to go the same direction. With the Alpha sets, they were just such a small print run. I mean, tiny print runs that product has completely dried up. You may be lucky to see a box surface every now and then, but that's it.
I was amazed that Alpha Update Jumbo only sold for less than $3,000. Well, was it last week? I think it was. That amazed me.
Somebody got a great buy on that one.
Yeah,
wait, you bought that?
No, that wasn't me. But whoever it was, congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever it was got an outstanding buy on that. That's insane that went for less than $3,000.
Yeah, no, I agree with both you guys. There wasn't that much printed early on. And, I imagine no one really knew it was going to be received like it has. I mean, it's just been growing exponentially. And I think there's going to be challenges with that too. But the early stuff, we don't have access to it. Unless you know someone who's willing to sell you something, or you're on eBay frequently and ready to snipe something from time to time, it's not going to be accessible.
Yeah, you got to be hunting constantly.
Right.
And it's a little bit different, right, guys, is that due to the internet. I mean, I hate to say it, but the days of, finding product in a shop in Kansas is that you're getting to the point where even people who are now getting into their 70s, right, these are people who are, I mean, not to sound obvious, but they know how to use the internet. Whereas, you had car store owners is that they're not understanding the value of the product they have. But it's very hard. I mean, her Ham Fan Breaks can find people who apparently don't know how to use the internet. They know how to use Craigslist, but they don't know how to use the internet.
That's bizarre.
Look him up in the phone book.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's got a Rolodex.
Yeah, actually,
The
that's what
rotary
happened.
phone.
Eric, to your point, he's just opening a phone book and he's calling them one at a time. He has
Yes.
phone books sent in from across the country.
Going down the yellow pages.
Yeah.
Julio said that I'm not counting. I learned my lesson with Tecmo being late. Not going to set myself up when it gets here. It gets here is my way to look at it. I feel the same way. And I will tell you, like 100%, one of the reasons why I'm putting that date up there is that one, the BoBA team they're getting better. And two is that I want to put that on there because I know a lot of people from the BoBA team, not just Beck, the head artist, but other people watch it. So I like putting that number on there as just a reminder of what their commitment to the community is, so they can see it. But again, and sorry, Tex, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say we should be clear that not all of the delays that we've experienced have been the team's fault.
Correct.
There's been a lot of things that have happened that are out of their control with
factory
the printer and the different facilities and having to change facilities. So
totally,
let's make it clear they do everything they possibly can to hit these dates. Sometimes stuff happens, maybe their fault, maybe the manufacturer's fault.
Apologist.
I'm just saying we got to, let's be clear.
Yeah, we're
what's
be
happening.
fair. I appreciate that. So when Slappy, when you had that image up, I was just remembering early on in Alpha, there was a shop by me that had kind of a decent amount compared to other places from what I heard. I would go there one week. It was just basically me buying. Like I'd wait, get another paycheck, go back, get another hobby. Like I go back, get a couple collectors. Oh, those days are gone. And I wish I would have held down to a couple too, but they were fun to open. Yeah. I can tell you that.
And by the way, I'm teasing about saying you guys are apologists. Is that the one thing to keep in mind with BoJax and Battle Arena, and we'll talk about in a little bit about the secret one-of-ones, how they're different than big cardboard, is that they're very first of all, they're transparent, which most big cardboard is not. And number two is they're doing it because of perfection. Is that they want to get it right, and so when they look at things like again the delay for Tecmo, they moved printers. So when you're going to a new printer, like you want to say like, yeah, just hit the deadline. Hey, like let's not worry about all the safeguards. Just hit the deadline. Like no, I mean it's the first time they're doing it right. So I'm teasing, and of course that's it's why like I thought it was beautiful. Like I saw someone complain the other day about the championship boxes. I think they must have missed the announcement they had where they said, listen, we're sorry. And actually on that one, they owned up. They said, we're not sure why the printer didn't print. I think it was either the Super Bowl boxes or it was the hockey boxes. But they're saying like, listen, it didn't print. And they said, we will give you your money back plus $50. I mean, that's insane. Like, and then the other one was right, $100 off Mahomes, and you just get it a little bit late. But everybody has a right to their opinion. But I think that's crazy. Anyone who can complain, we're like, think a product where you put down, 300 or whatever, and they're going to give you over 10% back if you just want to walk away. I mean, my kids would love to invest $300 and make $50 every 3 months. Like, sign me up for that with my 401k as well. So you guys bring up a great point, which is I'm only teasing about saying they're apologists. Is like they're getting better, and yeah, just be happy when you get it, right, Seth? Like you said.
Yeah, I agree. Imagine Topps or Panini doing that. It would break the internet. It would break the sports card world. It'd be like, wait,
it would break Topps and Panini.
It was like it also would do that.
Yeah. Seth, I think you had somebody who's following along on Mainly Breaks on YouTube. Mike had this comment. Do you think the quality control on the new set will be better? I love the Tecmo set, but there were so many issues with no auto hobbies and missing cards and packs. So of course, Eric and Seth have ripped. I mean, Eric, how many packs do you think you ripped? Like 1,000, 10,000? Yeah.
Or overall?
The Tecmo.
40 cases.
Oh,
okay. I'll do the math in a second. But so, do you want to just address that comment? And we appreciate, Mike, the comment.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some quality control things pop up here and there, but I haven't had a single one. And I've ripped quite a bit of product. I've actually had some double autos and some double hits in packs. We've had some glow boxes here and there where there's two to three glows in every pack. So I think there's been some really cool surprises. I have seen a few people with the no auto thing, but it is so few and far between. I feel like it's not really a big issue. It's just kind of a here and there. It has happened, and then the team usually takes care of it when it does.
Yeah, and Eric, sorry, you've done about 5,000 packs. Sorry, Seth, go ahead.
Exactly. And I'm with you 100%, Eric. I haven't repped nearly as much, but I haven't had any missing autos, no problems of collation or anything. I also want to say that generally, I mean, just the internet, the way it is, the loudest tend to be the people complaining. So you're going to see that. And it's not necessarily a representation of the whole. And like you said, if anyone had an issue, the team, they respond quickly to correct that. So yeah, I think it'll be great moving forward. In terms of also, I don't know if he's referring to quality of the cards, but I think Tecmo has been an improvement from Griffey in terms of just like cut and the finishing. I think I want to say it's quite alpha. Alpha, you could grade 10 cards and 8 would be a 10, and you can just like pick any random 10 cards. But it's definitely better than Griffey from what I've seen.
Yeah, I thought the quality's been excellent on on Tecmo. I haven't seen much chipping on the edges. I think the quality feels amazing. They look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen the issues as far as that stuff goes. I have had a box or two that I've ripped that didn't have an auto, but they usually did have an extra hit in them that wasn't an auto, but was still a very good card. And I did have a box or two that did have 2 hits in it. I haven't had any 2 autograph boxes.
And while you were talking, Tex, I put on screen, which is if you head to radishpriceguide.com, you can go ahead and filter by grade 10 by all the different grading companies. So you can see there's a number of Tecmo, which I can't believe with the backlog at the graders that anyone's been able to get a card back in time, but we were actually starting to see in tag 10. So again, that's the standard. If you can get a tag 10 in Tecmo, they're certainly doing something right there. But when it comes to the issue, like Seth, you're spot on where you mentioned the internet highlights the negative. I think one of the things to mention, and Tex, you weren't part of Good Morning Bo. Yes, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Eric, we were talking about this, is I know we have mutual friends, Tex, who think you shouldn't have to record a rip. Like if a company sells your product, that's what should be in it. But the reality is today where so many people scam. We talk about it, Tex. You run, of course, Good Morning Bo, sponsored by Hafner's Bar and Restaurant. And you know that when people have one issue, they expect to not only get their meal paid for, but $150 certificate and 3 of their friends to come in and get a $150 certificate.
Yeah.
The expectation when
lobster.
the expectation when anything goes wrong. So there's a number of people who are like, first of all, they're just demanding, but there's also people who are unethical. And so you see, like, the more we talk about this, right, there'll be people who say like, oh, well, I'm going to just say I didn't get an auto. The company has to run like a business. So I don't think it's unfair to say, you know what, just everybody has a smartphone. Just put the camera on while you're ripping. And if it turns out that you don't have, if there was a quality issue, and again, like Eric said, it's less than 1%. But to that 1%, it means a lot. You didn't get that auto. So just safeguard yourself, video it, and that way you can send it to the team like, hey, guys, this is it. And just email them, help@bobattlearena.com. They will take care of you.
Agreed.
Yeah, definitely. Just reach out to the company. They're easy to get a hold of. Let's move ahead. I want to know what you guys have cooking this weekend as far as your breaks go. Eric, do you want to go first?
Yeah, well, it's action-packed weekend as always. So we're ripping a hobby case in about an hour from now, and we've got some release day double megas to throw in there too. And then tomorrow morning, single show, lots of Tecmo. Still have a little bit of time to get some cards before the National, as I'll get those shipped out to you and in the mail before Monday. And then Sunday afternoon, another hobby case break with some double mega release day packs.
And Eric, that's a great point, which is if people are looking at for cards for a national to compete with, they should turn to Whatnot rather than eBay because of the authentication process. Is that it's probably too late now for you to get a card sent via eBay that's going to be a high dollar amount, whereas Whatnot, you're saying you can still make it.
Yes. I actually unfortunately bought a 195 card off of eBay that is not going to make it before the national. It'll go through authentication and maybe get there when I get back. But Whatnot shippers are usually pretty quick. We always try to get that 2-day and under shipping time. For us, I'm always striving to get things out the same day that we package them to.
Awesome.
The man never sleeps, and that's a rookie power up
doesn't.
mistake. Not getting the 195 so close to national.
That's
See what
right.
I did there?
But
Rookie power up mistake. I like that.
What goes to the authenticator at eBay? Is it anything over $300 or $400?
Dude, I
I think
forget.
it's 3.
Yeah.
Is it 3? It's that low?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is over 500 now you got to sign for it because I ordered some product and they tried delivering yesterday and I got a little tag. So it depends if I get that, what I'm breaking this weekend. I know it's at least going to be a couple hobbies and we'll see if it's going to be release day megas or just traditional double megas, but hopefully they come and deliver again.
Yeah, and Tex, you kind of like rolled your eyebrows, but let's say, I mean, let's give eBay props. It's an authentication process, right? You want to get the card that you're buying. It stinks for us for national, but in theory, this safeguards. Like we all complain about the extra wait time, but in theory, and by the way, CJ saying it's at 250. So as much as we're like, yeah, like that's the look I wanted to get. So they're trying to protect the cards as low as 250. That should be seen as a positive, not a negative.
So here's my thing though. Think of the amount of cards that sell every hour on eBay. How many of those are over $250?
Well, they're outsourcing. They're outsourcing it. They're outsourcing it to PSA. It's going to move through really quickly now.
Who's shut down right now due to a
I'm
backlog.
kidding. It was a joke.
No, but seriously, I mean, well, this is a topic for another day. But do we really think PSA is really authenticating all of these cards?
Wait, let's get into. I'm going to give Seth some love.
Give me my time.
But wait, hold
Tex, what the heck? I'm trying to promote the show, and he's talking about eBay.
Hey, this is the long format show. We're going to put the image up for Seth so he gets some love, and we'll get to his show in a second, so he gets double. But Tex, this is long show, so talk to us about it. So your whole feeling is they slap authentication on it, but really, what are they doing other than somebody's looking at it being like, well, it's not a drink coaster. So yeah, sure, it's probably what they asked for.
Well, I'm just thinking, I mean, if it's that low at $250, they're authenticating every card that sells over $250. I mean,
CJ is absolutely right. Regardless if they do, it's to protect the buyer. Yes, that's correct. I mean,
I understand.
I like
why
it as a
do
seller. I mean, honestly, I like the authentication program as a seller because I sell the card on eBay. I ship it to them. I am no longer responsible. It is now in eBay/PSA's hands to authenticate that card. And then they have to take care of the shipping to the consumer as well. So, your card's legit. You send it to the authenticator. And once it's there, you're out of the picture. So any issues, any complaints coming from the buyer's end, they have to take it up with eBay.
Yeah. Has anybody heard of a card being rejected from eBay?
Sure. I've seen it. It's
you have? Okay.
Yeah, mostly from what I've seen for listings that there was a borderline in if it was an excellent or near mint, and that's all subjective too, right? So in those instances, I've seen them rejected for what they're saying. It wasn't accurate in the listing for the quality of the card or the condition.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Is it my turn yet?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Wait, hold on. Wait, the last thing I'll say is I wish it went down. I wish it went down to $5 because I bought a silver battle foil alpha update, whatever. I'm just, whenever I see any alpha or update treatment cards for less than 20, I'm going to start picking them up. I think as more people come in, they're going to want to go back and build sets, like, do their best jammer impersonation and try to collect everything on earth. And so I want to like pick these cards up. Like I'm not even looking at what's in my office. I'm like, just add it. Like if I have a dupe, I'm fine with it. But as you know, I'm in the middle of a move to Germany. I happened to be at my old house yesterday, and like eBay sent me the email for my $5 card and my $5 shipping, my silver battlefoil from Alpha. And I open the mailbox, nothing there. I go look at the next to the door, nothing there. Like they're eBay tracking and like it sucks. It just says, yep, it's been delivered. And I'm like, well, where was it delivered? I'm used to Amazon where I get a picture where you stuck it. Now, to add to things, like I'm so happy not to live at that house, is I was at a 1597. The neighbor next to me was 1579. So my dyslexic postal mailman would sometimes leave my packages and mail over next door. And then on top of that, on the island I lived on, there was an East Main and a West Main, and there was a 1597 West Main in addition to a 1597 East Main. So they would sometimes ship packages and letters to the other side of the island. I'd have to stop in, like knock on the door. I'm like, hey, you got anything for me? Here's some for you. So the chances something would ever reach me was usually about 30%. And so this eBay card is like, thank God it's only like a $5 silver battlefoil, but like,
I'm trying not to be mean about this, Slappy, because that sucks, and that's just, the whole thing's a problem waiting to happen. That's what they make PO boxes for. It's like $120 every 6 months. It's done. It's signed for, bam. That's why I have mine.
Oh yeah. Like have one of 150 boxes at the post office. Like they're not going to screw that up. Like how many times in your PO box you get somebody else's mail. That's even greater risk. Just tell us about your stupid break.
You gotta sweet talk the post office people. You gotta be, you go in there, you make sure you bring them cupcakes every now and then.
Somebody's really not a fan of the of our nation's postal service.
Anyway,
Good morning, Bo.
welcome to Good Morning, Bo. We talk everything. It's all
we
all
trust
right
the
here.
postal service.
That's right. What are we gonna get into next? So it's just Erin's gonna be pulling heat like she normally does on Sunday. We'll go 6:37. She'll have her nails done, I'm sure. And we're trying a little bit smaller break. So I'm going to do two hobbies and 2 megas, and depending on delivery, what those megas will be. So keeping them small for the little people.
And what's the format, Seth?
I like double hero random. If I'm being like super honest, I just don't feel like doing 2 hours of auctions. So that's why I combine them. And plus, like, you have to ship something out if you don't hit. So you have all the features, and I'm still gonna have to ship you something anyway if you don't hit a feature. And that sucks when you get a feature and then you only have 2 boxes. Yeah. So double hero, pack them up. And everyone has a good time. Most of us anyway.
Wonderful. And I have some auctions ending this Sunday. Check out my eBay store. And
Tex, how will they know which best quality vacuum and cards you are? Is like, so they should look for the Phoenix Super Auto.
Yes, look for the Phoenix Super Auto. Yes.
Hey, and by the way, in his eBay store, your handle actually is like, how like YouTube and Instagram, like you just do /Radish Digital, and like usually you can do that to find whoever. So I looked up the URL for Tex's store. And the best part is, I'm sure before this, like, of course, Dex didn't change it. I'm sure you can personalize it, but it's like Jake sells. Maybe you used your real name, Jake or Tech. Jake sells from his kitchen. It's like ebay.com/Jake sells from his kitchen. Is that been in your store before?
I think when I had to first set it up, because I was basically selling cards out of my kitchen at that point. So,
hold on a second.
But then I changed it.
Is this real?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Listen, well, I have a Mealy vacuum that I need to get some new bags for.
Just give me a call. And,
okay.
I'm sure I got what you need.
I love it.
All right, and so Tex, what's the biggest banger you have up? You have about 20 BoBA cards up for auction. Do you remember like the best banger?
I do not actually.
Okay. All right. Well,
get to my store really quick.
All right. Well, while you do that, we're going to go ahead and let's see. Cursive is driving back. He took the guy thinks he deserves vacation. So Anthony said he wait.
Go ahead.
Does he work for the post office? Is that why you're nailing him so hard
That
here?
car.
Is that like
What
like
is-
are we like that? I don't know, confused right now. The new breaking format is driving across the country. Plus, he looks like he's got diarrhea. The poor Anthony. Anthony, man, I feel for you. If you're watching the show, good buddy, give me a call. We'll work this out.
He's definitely speeding.
He's totally
So-
speeding.
He's definitely speeding.
So
in
they
between lanes.
So they left the kids back in South Carolina. And so because he's doing it's 11-hour drive back home, he didn't want to stop doing breaks. So he's like, can I drive and do a break? You can see the webcam on the dash. But don't worry, no BoBA cards were hurt in the filming of this test break. He used big cardboard to see if, Mrs. Cursive there handing the cards over to him and him showing them on screen. Maybe the kids are on the floor in the back doing the sorting. That's where they are. So we'll see.
Don't sleeve and drive.
If Anthony can perfect it. All right, Tex, did you find what your top banger is on your store?
I did. I have a Merlome's Glow Blow on it up for sale.
Oh, that's nice. That's real nice.
Yeah, that's that.
What's the price currently at?
It is sitting at $107.50.
Yeah, I would have gone 108, but I put my top bid as 107.50. So it looks like I'm the top bidder right now.
Well done. So Mahomes, speaking of Mahomes, they've been really strong. I know people have been like, it's buyer's market. Some things are a little low, but not Mahomes. Mahomes have been solid.
Yeah, Mahomes is
Merlome.
Tex, maybe you've heard of this quarterback. His name is Pat Mahomes. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Vaguely familiar. It rings a bell. Does he know Taylor Swift?
Yeah, old pitcher for the Royals.
Yeah. Let's check out the one-of-one tracker really quick while we.
Actually, you want to know something? Like one thing we didn't cover at National. And Eric, there was a comment. If you look back in the section where we talked about National, there was a comment, and I'm just going to bring on Big Rob, BRFTW. We're going to bring him up. He has something he wants to mention in the end. But Tex, before we talk about secret one-on-ones, for folks who are playing at National, is that we had a great comment from the community. And so I just wanted to share that. Rob, I'm not sure. Welcome, Rob. But I'm not sure if you saw the comment. But Eric, can you share the comment from the community member about if you're playing with a deck at National?
Yeah, Dr. Schwanz had a really good comment. Let me read it real quick. So a pro tip for uploading your deck. Let me grab it.
And I'm going to go ahead while you do that. I'll go ahead and add to the stage and show I'll go ahead to my collection. So if you go to radishpriceguide.com, go to my collection. Right now, everybody, it's 90 days. There's for the premium service. Just as a reminder, price data, always going to be free. That's always for the community. The community helps us build this. People like Eric from the Card Society take his whatnot data, feed it back into the Radish Price Guide. So we collect the whatnot data. People like Seth will submit individual sales, and that goes in, Facebook community sales. So that data is always free, but we do have some premium services to help support the site and all the work that Rob does. And so if you take a look here, you can go in here, export to spreadsheet. So you can take your collection, you can create a deck, you can go ahead and just export that to spreadsheet and get that out. But go ahead, Eric, if you have the comment up.
Yeah, so Dr. Schwanz gave a nice shout out to Radish Digital for helping keep his sanity. He was not looking forward to manually uploading every card from his deck for the National. Went online, stumbled on the option on Radish to upload using your camera. So he says, so easy. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you are using the Radish Price Guide, you can actually just use your phone camera to take a picture of the card and upload it into Radish to upload your deck. You don't have to do any typing, don't have to do any manual data entry. It all does it for you. All you need is a phone camera. Very simple, very quick process.
Yeah, I mean, Rob, anything? Yeah, and Rob, I think you just shared something in private chat. You want to share that?
Yeah, RPG is great if you want to load all your cards in and track them. You can build sets, rainbows. You can share the links out. You can share them in the BoBA Discord if you're in there. But if you're building a deck, I highly recommend using BoBA leagues. We've got a deck builder on there for plays and for spec decks, Apex decks. It has a little bit extra features that the collections on Radish Price Guide won't have. So if you're building a play deck, it'll have the rules around how many cards you need to have. And then if you're building a spec deck, it has rules around there for, no more than 6 at each power level and not having the same card in there more than once. Highly recommend it. The play deck is awesome. It has a nice graphic to show you the balance of your deck, to make sure you're not missing out on, hot dog generation or play draws, or make sure your weapon, power balance is good, when you compare it to your deck.
And so, Rob, I think the important thing is for folks like Eric, who's a huge player, a champion, and on the play side of BoBA, this is great for people like that, but also for the people who don't know what they're doing and playing the first time, right? The people are like, I don't know if I have a compliant deck. I don't know what they want. Like, this is a great way, is that you can go in there, create your deck for the tournament you're playing, and just export it as a CSV, right? This is meant for the person who doesn't know play that well as well.
Yeah, we don't have some of the like specialty formats they have at the National, but we do have the standard decks for their normal formats.
I have a question. Does anybody know, once you need to upload your deck when you sign up for the tournament, whichever tournament you're going to play in, are we allowed to make changes to our deck once we upload it, or is that set in stone?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a great question.
I heard it was up to 12 hours before the event. You can change it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Spec knows the answer to that, Mr. Know-It-All.
Hey, that wasn't an art question.
There we go. Bo knows.
Bo knows.
Oh, all right. Okay,
and
so up to 12 hours before. Okay, good to know.
Speaking of which, Seth, is that Bo says, are we doing while we're on the topic of Bo, are we doing a trade night somewhere this year?
That's such a good idea. I don't know of one, if a community member has talked about hosting it, or if there's going to be maybe even a place near the booth or close by. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I don't know if we can do it this year. It's probably too late to do it this year, but I think Radish should organize a trade night at the National.
There you go. Give Slappy more work to do.
Yeah,
naturally.
Well, I won't be moving next summer. It'll be 2 summers I'll be moving, but next summer I will be I'll be stable. But Alpha Labs is doing something this year.
Stable, not mentally.
It is. All right. So it's, it's crazy. I know Rob wants to get to something. And I did have a question, the topic of talking about the one-on-ones to get to, but Tex, do you mind if we get to, Rob wanted to bring something up. Do you mind if we just talk about that first?
Let's do it.
I just want to remind people, we're still running with our 90-day free trial promo on Radish Price Guide. We wanted to give it away to everybody for free for Tecmo. So that'll continue to run until the Mahomes set comes out. We may continue to run it again, but as of right now, the plan is to run it through Tecmo. And if you sign up for the subscription, you can create a collection with as many cards as you have. You can scan them in with your phone. You can, collect your way if you want to build sets, if you want to build rainbows, if your collection goals are not aligned to sets and rainbows, you can set up a tracker however you want. That way you can track what you own and what you need, and you can share those links in Discord. Just want to give everybody a heads up about some of those features. They're pretty awesome. The trackers are great when you're trying to build a set or a rainbow. Highly recommend.
Yeah, and that's a great segue, Tex, to get to talk about the one-on-one tracker, because if you're going into Seth's break over at Mainly Breaks, or you're going into Eric at the Card Society, or Mia over at the Card Society, or Anthony at Cursive Breaks, or Rue at Decked by KJ, or any of the folks, Arena of 7 and Herg and all the folks affiliated with Radish Price Guide, taking a look at the one-on-one tracker. So, of course, Radish Price Guide, Radish has been tracking one-on-ones since the beginning. And we are continuing to rip it. Rob has done an amazing job. He's pulled in technology, so we're tracking more than ever. And then I got to shout out to Card Shark and to Brandon May, who've done an amazing manual job. So between Rob's technology and his manual work, and the manual work from Brandon and Card Shark, is you can see we've got 3,061 one-of-ones, 26% have been pulled, 803. So you can take a look at the filters, and then if you go down, so for instance, if we just want to look at Tecmo, because that's the current set everybody cares about, 146 pulled. That includes those touchdowns, which are all each one-of-ones. But so 146 total have been pulled. You can go ahead and look at the touchdowns. You can look at the hex rads. You can look whatever. But I want to point something out here. So we have just the Tecmo list. If you go down, you will see the card grid, which is the default view. But if you click on the Hero Chase list, Rob, why should people going into breaks care about this?
Yeah, if you're going into breaks and you're chasing after the big cards, this is a great place to look. Obviously we don't know every pack that was ever ripped. I'm sure there's some one-on-ones that don't get shared on social media. They don't show up on eBay or Discord, but we track them. So you can see which heroes have the most one-on-ones still out there that haven't surfaced in the wild yet. So these would be great spots to chase after if you're looking for a good one-on-one play.
Yeah. The Radish price guide's phenomenal. I love it. I list all my eBay cards through there.
Gets no better. Look at that UI. I mean, come on. It's smooth,
it's
clean.
Rob is doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Easy on the eyes.
Seth, are you surprised how many have no reported pulls on their one-of-ones, either secret? And by the way, one thing, at first I looked at this, guys, when I was preparing for the show, and I'm like, oh, Rob made a mistake. I'm like, there shouldn't be one, because even an inspired hero, right, of course, has the super non-auto and the pink hex. And I was like, oh, this is wrong. And then I forget, in Tecmo, they went with real names for those one-of-ones. So, of course, now we have a whole slew of athletes that have one-of-one. And so, of course, if that one hasn't been hit, they're included in the 100%.
I thought about combining those with the hero, but because they only come in the day one, the release day bundles, I was like, better to leave them separate, because most of the time those aren't showing up in breaks. I mean, I've seen them in breaks recently, but a lot of the breaks don't have them, so it would be a little misleading if you were looking at this thinking that there was one more one-of-one than there really is.
Oh, I heard the whistle.
Good idea.
What is it, 2 minutes? Quick question. Is the Jim McMahon still the only golden helmet that's been hit?
No.
Oh, there have been others? Because I've only seen the one.
Yeah, we can filter it by parallel.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. A live demonstration.
It's the Pixel helmet.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, my hands were a little. I'm sweating with this.
You better hurry up the train.
Yeah, the train was making you sweat.
Technically, it was a 5-minute warning, but all right. And so when you come out,
control it by status.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
There you go.
Oh, wow. I've been behind the 8 ball here on these.
A lot more than one there.
Creepers. Yeah. Are there 6? 6 have been hit.
Yeah, and that we know, right? So
yeah, right, yeah.
And Seth, that's a great point. If you go to the top of the one-of-one tracker, and you find it by going to radishpriceguide.com, go to more, go down to one-of-one tracker, and then when you're here, you can see submit one-of-one. And we do get them almost daily where people are submitting them in, so they might not sell on eBay or in the community, but folks want to share the fact that they hit a one-on-one, and we appreciate everybody who does that. And again, a shout out to Brandon and Card Shark for doing a great job, and Rob for this tool.
Well done, everyone.
Hi, everybody. That's the show for this week. Appreciate Eric, Seth, Big Rob coming on
for the win.
Thank you for everything. Slappy on the 1s and 2s as always. We'll see everybody Monday for Good Morning Bo as we head to the National next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Seacrest out.